Welcome everyone to Sandra's Crafting Corner. I'm Sandra. Let's get on with the video. But first, I'd like to mention this video is part of a DIY challenge hosted by Heidi Sonboul from Heidi Sonboul DIY and Heidi Sonboul Home. Please check out her channels. You will not regret it. Now on with the video. First, what you'll need are 3 boxes from Dollar Tree. The color Santa Red from Deco Art, Plaster from Waverly, and Anita's in navy blue. A glue gun with glue sticks, and a paintbrush of any kind. Optional is a Cricut machine or printer, you might need a printer, and various vinyls. Here are the boxes I was talking about. There's the UPC. They have various designs and they really don't matter. We're flipping them around. Please excuse any road noise you may hear. We live on a busy street. Now we're going to flip these around so we can prepare them to paint. We're going to want to paint all the sides. Now I was fixing this one because it was sticking out a little bit and I wanted it to be flat. So now I'm going to start painting with the red. It is Santa Red by Deco Art. I always use paper plates as palettes when I am painting. It makes for easy cleanup. I also use my plate upside down to catch the glue from the glue guns. I really love painting, but I hate watching myself paint, so let's speed this up. Next is the Waverly chalk paint in plaster. It's just like white, except it's slightly off-white to make it look a little more rustic, which is what I like. If you'd like to know a little bit more about me, please feel free to ask me questions in the comments. I will answer them if they are respectful and clean. Let's continue with navy blue from Anita's. Now the reason why Anita has a little band-aid there is because the first time I decided to shake it up, it cracked. Next thing I know, I had navy blue paint all over the palm of my hand. I'm using my Drill Master heat gun to dry the paint a lot quicker than it would if I just let it dry by itself. Do you know what is more boring than watching paint dry? Watching yourself watch paint dry. Let's move on to the Cricut stuff. First I open Cricut and open a text box, 3 different ones to be exact, so I can put land, that I, and love. I chose the brand ball font that I got from dafont.com. I wanted land and love to match, but that I was going to be in a different font. I just hadn't figured that out what it was going to be yet. After getting love to the same size, I decided to scrap that I and try again. I settled on Calibri, which is one of my favorites. I was trying to decide what size I wanted these letters. The boxes are 3 inches cubed, so I tried 2.5 inches for the width and 0.75 for the height, but that was just going to be too big. So eventually I settled on 1.75 for the width and 0.5 for the height. Now it's time to print that vinyl. I put it on white vinyl. Now here we go again, doing the same thing, 3 different texts, so I can have them in 3 separate layers. Now I'm using Algerian font, and this font came with my computer. If your computer didn't come with this font, you can always download it at dafont.com. Now I printed all these on white vinyl, but later on I realized my mistake. You couldn't see the white vinyl on the white box. Here I am taking the boxes apart so I could glue them together so they won't come apart by themselves. Now here soon I realize you're still going to be able to see some of the wood, but oh well. I plan on putting that part on the bottom anyways. Now on to the white box. Second verse, same as the first. tried one, it didn't want to come out, so we're all good. Now I've already weeded the vinyl just to make it easier, and you can barely see it, but there's the 3 white USA. Now I'm cutting each letter and each word separate just to make it easier on myself to apply. Now I'm starting with the U and the red, just making sure that everything fits. Now I'm using contact paper from the Dollar Tree. It works just as good as the transfer tape. I do find that it leaves a sticky residue on my printable vinyls, but the rest of them are just fine. Perfect peel. I love when that happens. Now I'm trying to line it up, but I need to make sure where the land goes before I can put the U down, just to make sure everything fits. I decided to go ahead and put the land down first, that way I could put the U around it. And now that that's all done, I can make sure the U is centered and won't crash into the word land. I skip the white for now and go on to the blue. And now for the word love. We could all use a little more love. Please excuse the look of my transfer tape as I reuse it, because the dirtier it is, the easier it is to get the vinyl off. Here's the A, nice and centered. Afterwards, I went to my Cricut and I used that in red and I in blue on my printable vinyl and let the Cricut do a print, then cut. Grab my sharp tweezers and get that little part of the A that I missed. I decided to use my black vinyl to make the S, just so it would stand out. finished. Not too bad for my first project, huh? So let me know what you think of my first project in the comments below. I decided to launch my first video on my birthday, which is today. So if you could do me a favor, like, comment, share, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching my video.